On the very brink of nuclear destruction, Kim Jong-un has unleashed his perhaps most violent and vile of offenses yet. That, of course, being Psy. And yes, I realize that there's a difference between North and South Korea. South Korea, of course, where MASH was set. North Korea, where they probably haven't had a new TV show on since MASH was on the air. Just over 9 months ago, Psy released onto YouTube Gangnam Style, which soon overtook the whole culture. Radios were playing it. People were just watching it and sharing it like crazy. It was the first video to get to 1 billion views. Psy released his second music video, a follow-up to Gangnam Style called Gentleman. Say what you will about Gangnam Style, there was this kind of weird eccentricity about the video. Something that really had not been seen before, at least not in the mainstream. You had this really interesting lead singer singing about something. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about, but we had those pop hooks and those pop licks inside of there that were like, yeah, I can groove to this, I can watch this. And then just the weirdness of the video itself was enough to be like, I'm sharing this, baby. But now when we come to Gentleman, it just seems like old hat. There's nothing in this video that makes me go like, I really want to share this with someone. It's more like, oh, remember that guy who got 1.5 billion views? New video out. It's kind of more of the same. Which, to be really honest, you can't really fault the man with. I mean, when you have something as incredibly gigantic and huge as Gangnam Style was, anything that you release after that, or at least the very next thing you release after that, is never going to compare with that. And you kind of have to temper your expectations. Not everyone gets to be James Cameron. Thank God. We'll just have to wait and see to find out whether or not Psy's going to be more Justin Timberlake or Nick Carter. That's right, Nick Carter burned. And I haven't introduced myself yet. My name is Kyle Marshall. You're watching YouTube News, if you've gotten this far into the video. Thank you so much for watching. The other thing I wanted to talk about this week is a new Tumblr blog called VidThoughts, run by Hank Green, which I know what the internet needs is another project of Hank Green's, but here we are. But seriously, it's really, really good, and if you haven't taken a look yet, you should really check it out. The most recent post, entitled, "Is Online Video Really Disruptive?" It's this really interesting meditation on whether or not online video is trying to overtake television. There's this big conversation going on right now that's happened on this show, as many other places around the internet, on whether or not online video is eventually going to supplant television. And in Hank's view, that is just an entirely wrong way to look at things. Television is something unique. There is going to still be those times you want to have that communal atmosphere during a football game, when the Oscars come on, where you're going to want to crowd around at one screen so that everybody can watch at the same time. Online video is much more of a more immediate art form, where it's basically you are experiencing what someone else is giving to you, whether that's on your smartphone or on your own computer or from your televisions now. But it's really just you and somebody else. It's not all the time. There's going to be exceptions to this rule, as with everything, that it's not like, hey guys, come on over, we're going to go and watch the new Smosh video together. No, you're going to watch the Smosh video by yourself and send it to your friends because you really, really liked it. Maybe there's actually weekly Smosh viewing parties that I'm just not aware of, but I kind of doubt it. Although, if that is happening for you, please send me a video, because that would be very interesting to watch. I find it's going to be much more like one of the commenters say on the post, that it's going to be much like when television came out in the age of radio. Radio didn't just go away and no one ever listened to a radio again. Radio still is around and still performs a very, I think, vital function in our culture. Television has the same sort of thing, and now online video is here as well. This is not us going and taking a car to remove horse and buggies. No, this is going to be more of a symbiotic relationship instead of a disastrous one. And finally, here's the top 10 most subscribed to on YouTube list. Now, last week I intimated that there could possibly have been a little bit of a switch up in the top 10, so that didn't happen, which means that I'm basically as good at prognosticating as people who try and call US elections. That being said though, those Smosh viewing parties that are going on just propelled Smosh to be the first channel to ever get over 9 million subscribers, which is, I keep saying this, crazy pants. That's it, everyone. If you look at the last YouTube news video, it got a lot of dislikes because apparently I pissed off a lot of French Canadians for some weird, odd reason. So, that's a thing.